Hey, gang, it's Bob from CGCM Rock Radio with another edition of Rock Talk coming your way. Do us a favor, hit that like, share, and subscribe button and drop us a comment as well. It helps us out and keeps you up to date with all things Rock Talk. You know, my favorite thing with Rock Talk is the fact that I get to make some new friends. I make friends from all over the world. Try and keep in contact with as many of them as I can. And you know, it's always great when they reach back out and say, "Hey, Bob, we've got some new stuff. Let's get back in touch. Let's do another edition of Rock Talk." And of course, I always try and scramble and make room for everybody because there's room for everybody here on Rock Talk. Bec and Nikky from Empress and Aces reached out to me earlier this week and said, "Hey, guess what? It's time." And I said, "Okay, let's do it." Catch up with them, find out what's going on. So let's step inside the Rock Talk studio and have a chat with Bec and Nikky from Empress and Aces this time around on Rock Talk with CGCM Rock Radio. All right, let's welcome into Rock Talk, the only band that's been here 3 times. We've got Nikky and Bec from Empress and Aces. Welcome back, ladies.
G'day, Bob.
So how you guys doing?
We're really good. Yeah, we're really excited. We've obviously just released another single, and the response has been fantastic so far. And yeah, we're shaping up for a really exciting 2026 as well.
That is very cool. And I got to say, Take the Blame is a fantastic song. I love the video for that. Looks like you called in all your family and friends and neighbors and everybody to take part.
Almost. There were some family members. I guess where we live, we're regionally based. I think we've said that to you before, Bob, and we have quite a strong support base here in Albury-Wodonga. And so we did have some of our loyal fans come along. But I've also worked with the choreographer who has a local dance school here, and they were also part of our No Through Road video as well. So I hit her up with the concept and she was like, "I'm completely down." So yeah, we had a lot of support. It was fantastic.
That's very cool. Now, speaking of the song, I absolutely love that when you're coming out of the solo and it's just that little breakdown and Nikki's just pounding away on the bass. That is very, very cool. I got to say that. And this there's a sing along part. At least I call it that way. The nanas.
Yeah, the nanas.
Love nanas.
I interviewed a Canadian country artist. This was some years ago, Johnny Reed, and he always said to me, he goes, if you don't put nanas in a song, you're not going to get the crowd to sing along with you. You have to put the nanas in there. So back in October, though, you guys made a pretty big announcement that you made it into the Good Things Festival.
Yeah, we did. So Good Things is a big international concert over here, and there's 3 shows in Melbourne, Sydney, and Brisbane. And each year they run a band competition where I guess emerging bands have the opportunity to join the big stage. And we were lucky enough to be selected in that band competition. So in order for us to progress, we needed people to vote for us, and they did. And we made it through to the Sydney competition, which was fantastic and an experience we hadn't done before. We got to play in a new venue and we got to meet some really cool bands. So we didn't actually make it through. Another band called T-Rex Autopsy, I think, ultimately made it through. But yeah, it was a great experience and really heartwarming to know that we had that level of support, that people would get behind us, to help us out like that. So, yeah.
Well, now speaking of support too, you guys also have a nice feather in your cap. Us here at CGCM Rock Radio teamed up with Shane Dunn and Rock Is Not Dead Australia, and got some votes. And you guys for your song ended up taking the top song of Australia 2025.
Yep. Yeah, we were over the moon by how many votes we had. It was almost quite a shock. I think there was over 700. So we were we're just extremely grateful that people got behind that, and it meant a lot to us that we, got that award, I guess. And it just shows that you make good music and it connects with people, and and the people will let you know, I guess.
And there were some amazing bands in there. I guess it really exceeded our expectations because, some of those bands have been established for quite a while and have a lot of support. So, yeah, we were really blown away and very grateful. But, of course, we do believe in the song, The Greater Plan. And, we love it. So it's nice to know that people feel the same way.
For speaking from one of the organizers of this contest, it was so interesting because Shane kept sending me messages. Look at the votes! Look at the votes! Look at the votes! And it was very, very cool to watch you guys just climb and climb and climb and just slowly starting to pull away from everybody. It was a very cool thing to do, and I hope we have the opportunity to do this again next year as well. But what can we look forward to in 2026?
Well, we have quite a few shows that we're working on. We have a few really cool shows booked in. One with an Australian iconic band, the Choir Boys, at the Bridge Hotel in Sydney in February. So we're really looking forward to that. And they've been really good supporters of our band. Even wore one of our T-shirts at one of their shows recently. And then we have new shows in states we haven't played before. We're playing in South Australia and Queensland for the first time. But we also have a bunch of material that we're demoing out, and we're really aiming for that full album next year. So
very cool. Well, I can tell you, you've got some Canadian fans over here that are chomping at the bit, waiting to get some new stuff from Empress.
We want to come to Canada.
We want you to come to Canada. Now, Nikki, I've got a question for you. You're one of your other bands that you're in, Poisonous. You played one of the most iconic stages in Los Angeles, the Whiskey A Go Go. How cool was that to be standing there on that stage? The same stage has been populated by bands like Van Halen and Motley Crue, and just to name a couple.
Yeah, it was pretty surreal and just mind-blowing. Even when I think back about when I went over there for 2 weeks and I look back at it, it still doesn't feel like it happened. But you can definitely feel when you walk in the doors there, or you're in one of those backstage rooms, you can just feel the ghosts of the past and the rich history about who's played there over the years. And it was really special. And America, a lot of people they're quite warm and inviting, and it was just a great experience. And I'm actually going back again next July, to do the same gig with the Poison tribute show.
Oh, that is awesome. Now, did you find it to be a bigger stage than what you thought it might be, or a smaller place, or?
I wasn't too sure about the layout, but the stage is quite spacious, and you walk down a flight of stairs to get onto it, and they've got like an overhead level that people can stand up there and watch, and then you've got down below the stage. So cool setup, and the place is packed, and like I said, it was a great experience, and I'm grateful that I got the opportunity to play there. And maybe one day Empress and Aces will play at the Whiskey. I think that's another thing we'd love to tick off our bucket list. Yeah.
There you go. And you are getting quite the catalog of original songs to your name. What is your favorite song to play live?
Oh, well, I think a lot of people really like No Through Road, and it addresses kind of, it's a bit of a political song, a protest against some of the not so great people in politics. And, so particularly right now, it's pretty relevant.
Yeah.
Recently we've started sort of playing a bit of a new version live where people can participate and sing along. And that's been really fun. So, yeah. But, we have another song, It's My Time, and it's kind of a piano ballad on Spotify, but we play a guitar version. It was written as a guitar version. And that really reaches people. Like we've had people like literally just in tears in front of us, because it does have a bit of a backstory about pursuing your dreams and honouring people in your life who've unfortunately passed too early. And that, it just really does connect with people. So it's always good to play that as well.
I would say, No Through Road would be a favourite. Absolutely. And It's My Time. Yeah, it's very emotional, and it captures everyone in the crowd. The lyrics are strong, and
well, Sweet and Dangerous always sounds so good when I hear it back, like recorded live too. Like, it's hard. How do you choose between all your babies?
I was just listening to Sweet and Dangerous.
What she said.
I was just listening to Sweet and Dangerous before you guys came on there. That song kicks ass, I gotta say.
Thank you.
So is there currently a band out there that you guys are kind of fangirling over that you can't get enough of, that is just on constant repeat right now?
Got any ideas?
It's so hard. I think we've bloody talked about this before, where we have such a diverse taste in music, and it's very fluid. I'm just trying to think of a recent album or something that's come out that I was like really into. I really like, I think it was last year, Dirty Honey came out, and I really enjoyed that. Can't Stop the Brakes or something like that. Anyway, top album, really enjoyed that. But we love Baby Animals, and they're touring next year, and so we're just like, we'd love to be able to support them. So Baby Animals, if you're hearing this, please have us along.
There's your request, Baby Animals. Listen, please. So, have you guys had a Spinal Tap moment? Something that's just, something on stage where it goes wrong, but you manage to pull it out of the toilet and bring it back?
Oh, always.
Yeah, all the time. I think it's so standard. I think I play a bum note in every song.
I think one of our recent The Greater Plan, it's been chosen for a few songwriting contests, and we performed that live in the final, or the semi-final, for an Australian songwriting prize. And because there were a few, other bands on the lineup, and some had backing tracks and all different things, when it got to us, we had no guitar whatsoever. And I mean, what can you do?
It's so important at that back end of the song. So when it's about to build, it wasn't cutting through the mix. And most
of the time it is sound related stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
That just, you lose, your in-ears, or I don't know, but I guess, we just get on with it. You're there to put on a performance and a show, and just
we're pretty seasoned too. If we can hear a mistake, we quickly give each other the eyes and go, quick, fix it. Whoops, fix it. Don't keep going. Fix it. And hopefully nobody heard it in the crowd. So,
Right on. Well, a big thank you to Bec and Nikky from Empress and Aces for coming back to Rock Talk. You're welcome here anytime, ladies. It's an absolute pleasure to have you here. So take a minute and shamelessly promote yourselves.
All right. Well, of course, we've just released Take the Blame. It's our 7th single. It's been a song that was written a fair while ago, but we just hadn't, got to the point of releasing it. But it's a really important social issue. It's about basically, sticking it to the society who blames victims when someone else has done something bad to you. And it's standing up against that. And so far, lots of people have said we can really relate to that, and it really hits home. And so we're going to keep trying to write music that sounds great, that means something to someone. I think that's, and I think we have a bit of theatrics about us. We like to be silly. You may have noticed. We don't take ourselves too seriously. And I don't know. I think people can connect with that and relate to us because we are just regular people.
Yeah.
We want to really aim higher next year. We want and just say thank you to everyone who's really supported us. We've been overwhelmed this year with the level of support we've had. So thank you, and bring on 2026.
Yeah, bring on next year.
Excellent. Well, thank you again for joining us on this edition of Rock Talk. Bec and Nikky from Empress and Aces, and I want to thank you for joining us as well, and we'll catch you again next time with another edition of Rock Talk on CGCM Rock Radio.
We love you, Bob.